Ladies and gentlemen, it's your old pal, Smokey Beardman. How's everybody doing out there in YouTube land today? Good, I hope. Today, I wanted to talk about food. I know you're going to sit there and say, oh, big man going to talk about food. We're wondering when this is going to happen. Sheesh. Surprised he ain't talk about food in every episode. No, no. I mean, I do like food. I do love me some food. I like to cook. I like to eat. Gives me my cherub like demeanor. Keeps my hair smooth. Keeps me healthy. Big, strong man. Now, seriously, I want to talk about peppers. And something in my mind, the logic that I follow, reason why I think people like hot foods and peppers. Now, I want to start off by talking about the first time I've ever had a habanero. Habaneros, yes. I was probably like 10, 11, 12 years old, somewhere around there. My grandfather came home from work, and one of his Hispanic buddies, I'm guessing Mexican buddies, I don't know. I don't know how to tell the difference between Mexican, Puerto Rican, or anything like that. I just don't know how. I mean, unless you guys tell me, I'm completely ignorant to it. Not that I'm saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that I don't know how to tell. Anyways, brings home a bag full of peppers and salsa and kinds of stuff. And he was talking to my grandmother about it, and he was talking about this pepper he brought home, habanero. Well, I knew my grandfather liked spicy food, so I wanted to try some spicy food. I was like, I want to eat one of those habaneros. Like, no, you don't want to eat one of these. Well, I begged and I pleaded until he finally consented. Hand me a habanero. I bit into that thing and he just stood there and watched me, waiting for it to happen. I didn't know what to expect. I've been eating jalapenos and stuff. It got hot, but it wasn't that bad. I mean, I bit into it, I chewed it up, and it was getting pretty hot. I didn't think too much of it at first. I swallowed it, but as soon as it was out of my mouth, that's when the heat really started picking up. And I mean, bad, quick, hard, hot, heavy. My mouth was on fire. Every mucus gland in my head was going off at the same time. My mouth was burning and saliva was coming up. Freaking my nose was running. My eyes were just tearing up bad. My face was turning red. And I started freaking out. I had never eaten something that hot before. And I was just freaking out, like, oh my god, my head's gonna explode. At the same time, my stomach and esophagus started burning, my throat started burning, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. My grandmother says, drink some milk, and she got some bread, have some bread. And I guess, like, the base in milk counteracts the acid in the pepper. Like, bases and acids neutralize each other. And I guess the bread is supposed to absorb the oils that, contain the acid. It's capsaicin. But I don't know if there's like some kind of technique to drinking the milk or some technique to eating the bread. Um, Apparently, I fail at both because it was not doing anything. Anything to alleviate the burn. Mm. After a few minutes of just having to deal with it and letting it burn itself out, it finally got better. Anyways, that's my story of my first habanero. Not the most exciting thing. But I do want to say this. I think I figured out why people like. I mean, some of them do it for the excitement, the challenge. You know, eating hot peppers, and that's why they keep making the hotter peppers. I mean, like we're gonna grow these peppers. We're gonna keep messing with the chemistry and the biology and this and that until we can come up with the pepper that's going to actually kill somebody. Then so with a label. Warning: do not eat this product. It will kill you. It is now poisonous to eat this pepper. And like we just want to keep getting that highest rating in the Scoville units. Like I don't care how badly you want to lick a devil's butthole, but you don't need to be eating peppers that hot. There's just no point in it. I mean, it's to the point where there's really no flavor in it. You're just gaining heat. So it's not an enjoyable experience food wise. Like, I believe it's called Wings, etc. I don't know if this is everywhere, but I know in our local store they have a thing called the Wall Challenge, and they have what they call the Wall Sauce. And this sauce is pretty hot, pretty darn hot. But you gotta eat, I think it's a 16 wing platter. You can't have any dip, you can't have anything to drink, and they give you gloves, latex gloves, to eat with. And that's because you don't want to get this stuff on your hands. And when you finally do, take the gloves off, you're going to be wiping tears out of your eyes, sweat off your head, wiping your nose and stuff. And you just don't want this stuff getting anywhere besides your mouth. To be honest, you don't even really want it in your mouth. I've beaten that challenge a couple times, by the way. I do like me some spicy foods, but it's like it's so hot that you're really not tasting anything. You're just gaining heat. And that's the way I look at the peppers, is that when it gets to the point where the peppers are so spicy and so harsh that they will actually kill you, then it's just going to be the botanists growing them. And they're going to keep trying to create hotter and hotter peppers and just keep raising those Scoville units. Because it's a challenge, bigger, better, faster, harder, stronger, everything. I mean, we as human beings can't settle for, okay, good enough. That's fine. No, things are good. No, we can't settle for that, can we? No, no, no. We're idiots. We will do stuff to ourselves that we really shouldn't be doing. I mean, like skydiving, bungee jumping, things we really shouldn't be doing. But we're doing it anyways because it's exciting. I've done this, I've done that. I'm going to be a big badass. Ah, sheesh. I'm not a big badass. In fact, I'm one of the gentlest big guys you've ever seen. People are usually intimidated by me, by my size, by the way I look sometimes. Because I walk around with a scowl sometimes. Not meaning to, it just happens. But some people are intimidated by me. And they shouldn't be. I'm a nice guy. And I go out my way to be nice. But that's near here or there. Because we're talking about peppers. I understand. It's a good challenge. It's a hard thing to overcome. It's that hot heat. Um, Last I knew, the boot jalokia, I believe it's called the ghost pepper, but I know it's called the boot jalokia, was the hottest pepper in the world. It is insanely hot. It does come with a warning label. But as I understand it, I guess it's no longer the hottest pepper in the world. I'm not exactly sure what pepper is the hottest now. I'm not 100% sure. But it's insane. I mean, if you gotta have a warning label with now the second hottest pepper in the world, why would you go past that? Why would you feel the need to exceed that point? Like, we got a warning label slapped on this food item. I think we've gotten pretty good enough. I think we've done reached what we need to reach. No, no. Well, let's kick it up a notch. We can always go a little bit higher. Let's push that envelope. Let's go a little bit further. We can do it because we're human and we're retarded. No offense to the retarded community out there. I love you guys. I know you guys have a lot to deal with and it's hard for you. I get it. No, no hatred there. But I'm just saying, it's stupid. Why would we need to get hotter and hotter peppers? It's the excitement of the next best thing to improve upon, which is what we do as people. We don't advance unless we can improve what we already have. Early cell phones were basically these giant bricks that had a wire and a big satchel we had to carry as a battery. And we'd walk around with these huge monstrosities, strapped to our heads like, hey, guess where I'm calling you from? Hello? Wait, hello? 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 What the hell? Drop calls. Dead zones everywhere. And then they came with the ones with the batteries in them and so on and so forth. Till now we have these smartphones and iPhones that are more powerful than the very first computers, which took up rooms and rooms of space to house these processors. And they weren't all that advanced. The phones we have now that we hold in our hands are way more advanced and they're faster and can do a lot more than the first computer ever could. But we don't get there without pushing the envelope, without becoming bigger, better, faster, harder, stronger, like I keep saying. And it's how it is. It's mankind. We push the envelope so we can exceed and excel. I'm proud of us. We've come up with some magnificent things, but we've lost sight of what's truly important. That once you reach a certain level, there's really no need to go past it. Cars can always get better, TVs and computers can always get better, but we're not really improving ourselves. You know, I mean, we're worried about making our hard-ons last longer instead of worrying about cancer. I'm sure there's still cancer research going on, but we can't even cure the common cold. But we want to make sure that we can get stiff well into our 90s. Somebody's priorities are a little jacked up. And if there's any scientists watching this and you work on ED medication, you're part of the problem. Sorry, truth is, you're part of the problem. I don't need my penis to stand up. I don't care if it flops and just hangs there like a limp noodle. If I get cancer, which I probably will, I want a cure for that. I want to be able to go work year round without having to worry about getting the flu or the cold, knowing that I can have a medication I can walk into the store and buy to cure the common cold, cure the flu. There are viruses out there, HIV included, herpes. We treat, can't cure. If there is a cure, I don't know about it. I have to be like president or like Bill Gates or some Middle East, oil well owner. Uh, and be able to afford the cure. But it's stupidity. But no, I know I go down rabbit trails. But yeah, that's why I think about peppers, and I think that's why we do what we do. Anyways, I'm gonna end this video here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. The subscribe thing's probably gonna be like right about here somewhere. Yeah, I've been adding those little annotations when I can, or whether it's the subscribe button. Uh, yeah, I've been trying to improve my videos, but yeah, like, subscribe, and share, because we're all in this together. And if we don't help each other out, then we're in this alone. And nobody wants to be in this world alone. And as always, keep your beard clean. Have a good one, everybody.